Hello everyone, welcome to Visit Malta channel. Today I'm going to explain what is lease agreement and where you can get the lease agreement. Okay, so let me explain one by one and about the housing authority and the lease agreement. Okay, so why do you need the lease agreement? So lease agreement is one of the important document when you arrived in Malta. Okay, so this is the important document that you needed to apply for your single permit and your renew a working permit and all other residential proof. So this will show the Malta government that you have a long-term residential space for you to survive here in Malta. So that is the reason this lease agreement is very important for the non-EU people. Okay, so let me show you one by one what is the procedures and everything. Okay, so where can you register your lease agreement? So you can go directly to the rent registration.mt government portal, which will be look like this, rent registration, and I am going to show you the procedures and how to upload the rental agreement and who is going to upload the rental agreement and download the files. Okay, and I'm going to explain in very detail about the procedures. Okay, next one, do you need it for a single work permit or work permit renewal? Yes, absolutely, you require a rental agreement to renew a single work permit or apply a new working permit, because this is the one of the mandatory document that is being required by Identity Malta to apply a single work permit or renew a work permit, which I was explained in many of my previous video. If you didn't watch my previous video like how to apply a single work permit and checklist, you can watch my previous videos in my channel. Okay, and do we need this for a family member residence card? Yes, rental agreement copy is also required for your family member to apply a residence card for your family member. All right, then yes, you can use this lease agreement for your address proof also. When you apply for internet and telephone and all other residential proof, you can use this lease agreement. All right, okay, now let me show you how to get your lease agreement copy from housing authority and who is going to apply for it. Right, okay, this is the rent registration.mt government website. Okay, so you can go through each and every information. Okay, I'm not going to explain a very detail for each and every tab, since it will take time, and I'm going to explain only the important field that is required for the non-EU when applying for a single permit or renew a single permit or applying for a residence card for the family member. Okay, here you can check how to register a contract. First thing, mostly the rental registration will be registered by your landlord or by your agency, so you don't need to do anything at all by uploading the document for the rental registration, because most of the time the agency or your landlord will be doing this. Okay, let me show you what you have to do it after your landlord or your agency finished their registration process that is done by between you and your landlord. Okay, I mean, it's a signed copy of between you and your landlord. Okay, and the rental contract and how to submit a dispute and report a tenancy and form. You can go through it one by one very detailed later on. Okay, let me show you the important tab, just forms. Okay, so once you click the forms, you will see the number of forms that they have declared. One is for a sample, inventory, long let and short let. Okay, you can see the video later on. Okay, and the important forms are the long private residential lease, okay, and short private residential lease. This is the sample copy that they have provided to use to register a rental agreement, okay, between you and your landlord. Okay, so let me open this, especially for a non-EU. Let me open the PDF. This is the sample PDF that they have given. So this will be usually, as I mentioned earlier, this will be done by your landlord or your agency. Okay, so they'll prepare everything, and you'll have to sign this copy at the end of the page, and your landlord also have to sign the copy. Sometimes the witness also, your agency will be sign the copy. Okay, but one important thing that you have to make sure is that please don't just sign the copy blindly by trusting this copy. Always read the lease agreement word by word, because this is just a sample provided by the registration of Malta. So agency and landlord might be added some of the additional point also, so it's very important to read each and every point before you sign the copy. Another thing is that usually the rental agreement will be the date will be placed for 1 year, not like 1 month or 3 month or 6 month. So most of the time the landlord will be requesting to create the lease agreement for 1 year. In case if you vacate your home during this 1 year, the security deposit will not be refunded by the landlord. So make sure you speak to your landlord clearly about the terms and the termination of the contract and everything, because some landlord will accept refunding the deposit if you are vacating your home before 1 year. That's between you and your landlord, the friendly relationship. Okay, so make sure you speak to your landlord clearly before you sign the lease agreement. But again, most of the time the landlord will place this lease agreement for 1 year renewal. So every 1 year you have to renew your lease agreement. Okay, so once you sign this copy and your landlord sign this copy, even as a witness, your agency or any friends or family reference or sign this copy, your landlord or your agency will upload this signed copy into the rental registration authority. Okay, let me show you. Once they used to create a login and upload the rental agreement copy to the rent registration using their own login. Okay, after they finished it, what you have to do is you have to register using your email ID and password, right? Email ID and password, and register your create your new account in the rent registration.mt site. Okay, once you registered, okay, so this will be the page look like. You will be end up in the dashboard. In the dashboard you'll see contract registration, dispute resolution, and registry of panel. Okay, so once you logged in, slide down to the contract registration. Under require feedback, usually you won't see this document that is being uploaded by your landlord. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to contact the rental registration.mt using the contact us page, or you can see the email address in the down below. Send an email saying that your landlord was registered the rental agreement, so please map the register rental agreement to your account. Okay, so you have to provide the reference number or the rental lease agreement reference number when your landlord uploaded the rental agreement from their end. Okay, so once you provide that, they might require you to provide some additional document like passport or your residence card if you are renewing the application. So they will verify it and they will map the rental agreement, lease agreement into your portal, which you can view the information by clicking on the view button. Okay, so let me show you by clicking on the view. Once you click on the view, you will see all the information that that has been updated by your landlord, like the property address and your landlord name and contact detail and your detail and everything. Okay, so once you verified everything, just click on the print. Okay, print option, which you will allow, which you will download the PDF copy with the logo Housing Authority. So this is the exact PDF that you require to submit to Identity Malta when you apply for a residence permit, for a single work permit or renewal. Okay, so this is important step that you have to download this PDF and submit this copy to the Identity Malta. So that is all. Once again, just to make it very simple, usually the rental agreement in the housing authority will be registered by your landlord or your agency. Okay, so once they registered, you can download it by mapping using the reference number, something like this. Okay, which will be provided by your house owner, or you can directly provide your address and all other information and request the housing authority to map the rental agreement that has been uploaded by your landlord. Okay, so that is all about rental registration. Okay, and it is mandatory. So if you like this video, please like and share the video so that it will be help someone to get the information properly. Alright, thank you so much for watching the video. Any clarification, please feel free to reach the contact through the comment. You can leave the comment so that I can clarify or else there will be a email ID showing in the end of the video, which you can reach me out through the email ID. Thanks for watching again.